most important step. If you have not stayed till the end of the video,
you lose.
You missed this part.
You lose.
You missed it.
You snooze, you lose.
Sucker.
Yeah.
We don't have an intro. We never have an intro. You know how it is. And if you didn't, now you do. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first thing that has to be brought up is that you have to first focus on you. Check yourself. All of the things that women love. Number one, hygiene. How's the breath? How are the fingies? How is the body odor?
I want to add to this.
Yeah.
I find women do like it when you groom down there. If you want to get her enticed by the lower frequency and to have a little, you know, shave it up.
Do you think most guys do that?
I think nowadays they do, actually.
Yeah. Because I cannot go through Instagram without getting a Manscaped ad. Like, Manscaped is out here doing the Lord's work. They are putting like ad after ad after ad.
The Lord's work.
Prior to these videos, we do talk to a lot of men, very like evolved men in my life that I spoke to. They actually all said that first, that they first want to work on getting themselves into a place where they can feel confident with the woman in their life, approaching her and feeling like really grounded in the energy that they want to put out there. Being in that good vibe, being in that like wonderful masculine energy that you're going to project and put out there towards your woman. Slow your voice, lower your voice, you know, get into that space where everything kind of like slows down and becomes like a little bit more sensual, however that looks for you.
Yeah. You don't want to come walking into a room.
Hey babe, hey, you want to fuck?
You know, like,
Because everything is so fast-paced in the modern world, it's a different flavor than you're used to. Like, it will really help take you out of that daily grind, that you know, and you're showing her right off the bat, I'm coming to you with a different energy. Okay, so step number two is de-stress your woman. Remove obstacles, remove responsibilities. Everybody is going to have their own life. Everybody is going to have different tasks throughout the day. All these women's lives look different. So really you're going to have to like cater this to your own life and into her own needs. Like, something that I can think of is like running her like a really nice bath. Set some candles so there's no overhead lighting. Make a playlist for her. Give her some time alone to de-stress.
Bathe her. Actually bathe her, wash her hair, wash her body, and then say, you know what, I'm going to give you 15, 20 minutes more. Pour some more hot water in and be like, no, I'm going to... It's a bathing ceremony. It's so beautiful.
Absolutely. And we've talked about this before, and I think it was like the tantric episode, and we were talking about like creating sacred spaces. So really, like, when you are in like the de-stressing her mode, really work on whatever actual physical space that she's in. Really make sure that that space is like a sacred space. Remove all of the pictures of the children.
No.
Remove those pictures.
Ew.
Super ew.
Ew. We're shaming you.
Oh my God, or even worse, like pictures of your parents.
Yes, I know.
Oh, gross, guys.
I know people that have pictures of their parents.
Menzies, we see you, we love you, all of our videos are for you, but let me say this about women for a second, okay? Women really take on a lot. Not only are we asked to do a lot because of like modern society and because we just feel like we have a lot to prove, so we do a lot, but we also naturally take on like all of the emotional labor in the house. So you cannot feel like horny and in that space when you're just like going through your mental checklist. You're thinking about like, okay, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So that's why step number 2 of de-stressing her is essential to be able to get her into that horny mindset. Do you agree?
100%.
Step number 3 for getting your girl horny for you. Keeping it light is essential. Being more playful. I feel like, especially like if you're dating, that's a lot easier. You know what I mean? But in long-term relationships, playfulness, being light, being silly becomes a lot more complicated because you're sharing so many duties together.
Right.
That lightness is such a joy when it comes up. So if you, as the seducer, as the guy who's going to go in there and get her all horny, your energy has to be open and it has to be light.
You come into the house and you start about your day.
Ugh.
No, like if you're coming in and thinking, okay, I'm going to lay all my crap on her and then I'm going to get some cookie after. It might not be good quality cookie.
Exactly. And we are chasing the good quality cookies here.
Good quality
some gourmet
cookies.
Shit. You don't necessarily have to be a funny guy, but like tap into like your sense of humor, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that best looks like for you. And I'm not talking about like slapstick humor because that's not really like horny energy.
Not sarcasm.
No.
Not sarcasm, because most of you men know how to do that very, very well.
Because you do it with each other so much.
Exactly. So we're not one of the boys.
I feel like when you're being playful and you're being light and you're being funny, you can get away with saying way more cheeky things.
Yeah.
Step number 4 is make her feel sexy.
You want the cookie? Make her feel sexy.
This one is kind of a no-brainer. Women generally, we're very attuned to bullshit.
What do I smell?
Bullshit. So I say,
yes,
really feel into yourself. Feel into your woman, whether you're long-term or it's a newbie situation. Really, really look at them or really feel into the energy that they give you and flatter them in a very, very honest way. And a big part of that too, in making her feel sexy, is you have to be vulnerable.
Yes.
You have to be able to like say some honest shit to her.
Yeah.
And be willing to have her kind of be like,
why are you saying that?
You have to be vulnerable with yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to put yourself out there a bit and like know your woman. And then another one, of course, is looking into her eyes. Right? That's Crystal's favorite. And then another really hot tip that I love is I love when people are going from your eyes to your mouth. And mouths are sexy. Mouths can do so much. I don't know, they're an erotic piece of our anatomy. Finally, when it comes to sexy things that you can do to initiate the horny game, right?
Horny.
Is like take advantage of text messaging.
Yes.
Like obviously this is a little bit more tricky because you're not seeing them face to face. And if you're doing this during the day, maybe during a work week and you have like a working woman,
Poor thing.
then it might be hard. Like, is she stressed out today or whatever? Yeah. So it could be a little bit hard because you can't like really feel into her. But I'm telling you, I love getting a good text. Like I tend to like things a little bit more on the like non-PG side.
Yes.
So for me, if I get a text that's like,
Oh, you're so beautiful.
I'm like, yeah, duh. But if I get a text that's more like R-rated, I'm like, oh, it gets my attention much, much more. If you like know your woman, if she's the type that wants like a nice slow start, right? Be like, how's your day going, babe? I've been thinking about you all day. You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? Or if she's not so much a PG girl, then you can be like, I'm thinking about the last time that we bleeped and it's been on my mind all day.
I'm thinking about ripping your knickers off and showing you a very good time when I get home, babe.
Right? A little bit of anticipation.
She's excited. She's like, oh my God. What's he got planned? What does he have planned?
Yeah, exactly. Right?
So then
you're building
like,
up anticipation.
She's kind of like, fuck the meetings. She can't wait to get home.
I'm telling you, a text is money. A good text is money.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number 5 is going to get you out of that like friend zone or dad mode, okay? It's going to get you out of that zone, and that is to initiate touch. It's really important for this one that you really know your woman.
Yes.
Every woman is going to respond to touch and different types of touch very differently. Even between Crystal and myself, there's a lot of variety even between us. You love a nice soft touch, which I love for you. Let's say your man, okay? He's your dream man. Tupac's come back from the grave.
Okay.
and he's got a good vibe, right? He's de-stressed you. He's keeping it light. He's making you feel sexy, and now he's initiating touch, okay? In order to get you all horned up. What does that look like for you as a woman who loves soft, nourishing touch?
He'd be like, come over here.
Okay, so you want him to call you.
Come sit over here. And then he would literally just tell me, like, let's take some breaths together and let's close your eyes. And he would go in and he'd start touching my face and going around my nose and my lips and like taking the fingertips and even using like on his breath. That's I'd be like, oh yes.
You know, for our mensies, that would be starting very slow and with a lot of attention, and you're also avoiding the fun spots.
Yes, like what I teach my clients is to ask each other, get her to come and straddle on top of you, or get her to lie her on the bed and just be like, how do you like this? And get her to rate yes, no, maybe. So like asking these questions, like playing little games like that, and even getting her to do it with you.
It's almost like consent.
Yes, it is. It is.
You really, really want to feel into her energy. Is she pulling back from this a little bit? Is she receiving this? Can I go a little bit further with it? If she is in her receiving energy with that touch, then you can go into like advanced touch, right? Then you can move to the funsy spots.
Fun zones.
The fun zone. Then you can move to the fun zones. I am really saying this truthfully. I love how you said that for you. And I am not suggesting that most women do like that. But for us, like more aggressive women, that just doesn't do it for me. That doesn't send my brain like, oh, this guy wants to get with you. So for me, I actually like more like playful, aggressive touches. If I'm walking by and like the man will literally like slap my butt pretty hard, but they have to be like confident when they do it, and I have to feel their intent. If I'm cooking something, I like a little pull of my hair and I'm like, hey, but if they like stand there and they're still like I did that, you're like, okay, fine. Fine. Challenge accepted. So I know that might sound a little bit obscure, but I've talked to many other women who like more like rougher play, and I found that's the same. Like that's kind of the better way to initiate is like playful. Really, really playful.
Question.
Question.
If she's not feeling receptive, and you've done a few of the things in the daytime, but she's kind of like, what do you think they can do to bring her there?
Accept that tonight might not be the night.
Perfect.
Tonight might be the night. You might need to have a couple days of this.
Should they be having a conversation with her, asking her, what can they do?
But here's what it is. I don't want to tell you that.
Right.
I don't want to take the lead. You know, I want you to get me into that place. And sorry if I'm not fucking easy. Sorry if for one fucking day you try something and I'm like, okay, but I mean, this is really cool and I appreciate you doing this genuinely. But you've never done this before. How do you want me to just, right? But if you carry this energy for a couple days, if she loves you and you guys have a good foundation and attraction to each other, there's no way, which literally leads us right into number 6, which is build sexual tension. How do I say this without being like
mean?
Yes.
Just be mean. They like it when you're mean. They know you're bossy bitch, you.
I'm talking just generalizing here, okay?
Okay.
I think most women know that we can have sex really anytime that we want. Like, again, I'm generalizing, right? But I think generally we all kind of feel that and we all kind of know that. Let's say in a partnership, okay, I'm sure it's it is the same when you're just dating, but I'll use my example for a long-term partnership. If I show even a tiny bit of like, oh yeah, I might be into this, it's fucking rush mode. All of the shit that he just worked to do is gone. And like immediately it's like, okay, we're ready to go. It's like, well, fuck, now the fun sexual tension's gone. I want to be able to put my sexual essence out there without you like, and jumping on that right away, because then it's like vibe check, fucking gone. Surprise the woman, pull back a bit, keep her guessing, keep it going, go back a step now, right? Go back to like less advanced touched. Go back to making her just feel sexy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, make her feel sexually frustrated, because we're so rarely sexually frustrated if we're in good relationships or if we're in like new relationship mode.
Tell my male clients this.
Yes.
I'm like, you massage her for like an hour minimum.
Yeah.
And you do not even go close to the cookie. But you go on the outside.
Yeah.
Literally on the outside.
Yes,
And then you can
the
go
tease.
like that a little bit. And
Yes.
I'm like, I swear to God, by the end she'll be like, just stick it in, babe. Just stick it in.
It's true.
It's
because
true.
you're showing that you're not desperate for
Yeah.
it, right? Like, ooh, just like talking about this would make me so excited. Wouldn't you love that? I just feel like so many times when beautiful men go to all this beautiful effort to like set a scene and do all of this, and then you put on your lingerie or you do something and they're just like, okay, let's fucking go, and you're like,
that was too easy.
and now I don't get to be in my sexual space and that horny space for a while, and then it's just boom, it's gone. Building that sexual tension is
it's the best.
So rare.
Yeah, very rare.
It's so beautiful.
This is the game change.
The reason why we left this for last is because honestly, it is the top of the pyramid. Making her horny is building sexual tension. That's why we went through all of those other steps to get you to that final step, which is going to be the most challenging for you, because it's the part where of course you want to just like jump all in and be like, yes, success, all of my efforts have paid off, but go slow. Even if she wants to go fast, go slow. So hopefully that was helpful for our mensies, because truly at the end of the day, you are our audience. We love you guys. We really, really want you to get back into that energy or go there if you've never been there before. You know?
Like, listen, you're worth it. You're worth to move that energy and to know that there's so much more to your human body and to your experience on this planet than just like having a fuck once a month.
And you know what? You have a lot more agency and control and leadership in this matter than you might think that you do. You just have to connect to your roots, and you just have to get grounded in your own sensuality again.
And we're your girls. We're here for you. New videos every week about this, so you're welcome.
Tell us your best tips and tricks on how you make the women in your life horny for you. We love you, and until next week, stay horny. Okay, bye. It's really starting to snow out there.
Welcome to Canada, bitch.
Welcome to Canada. It's so gray. We've created like a really nice cocoon of warmth, but it looks like the Soviet Union in the 1940s out there.